We sent out our survey to our elementary parents on Friday, and the results are rolling in. We anticipate that those should all be responded to by Friday. So principals right now are looking to work with families that have not responded yet and do the outreach so that we'll get 100% response rate by Friday. The middle school sent out their survey yesterday, and the high school will be sending out their survey tomorrow. So because we are looking at a phased opening, we'll focus right now on the elementary schools, and then once we get everything all set for the elementary schools to open on March 15th, we'll then move our attention to the middle and high schools to be ready for March 29th. So this week, I am going to every school and meeting with every faculty for a voluntary faculty meeting to listen to the concerns of the teachers, to try to address some of the concerns. And we're doing it on a school-by-school basis because each school has a different size and has some different needs. So I met with the principals individually last Thursday and Friday, and I'll be meeting with all of their faculties this week to really listen and understand what the concerns are so that we can address them. In some respects, it feels a little bit like the reopening that we had at the beginning of the school year. So we put out very specific school reentry plans on every website. Those are still there. What we're going to do is update them by this Friday with all of the arrival and dismissal, lunch times, hallways, bathrooms, all of the big things that people had questions with. We'll be updating those, and those will be posted on our website by Friday. So what we anticipate is that students who are in cohorts A, B, and C in the hybrid model, who are selecting to come in person, will return to school, to their classroom, on March 15th. And that will be the goal. Any student who is currently fully remote, we're going to ask those families through the outreach that we get to return to school on March 22nd. So what we're going to do is we'll have a week with the students who are currently fully in person, and then March 22nd is the beginning of the third trimester. And so we'll be able to start the remote kids at the start of the third trimester and be able to seamlessly add those kids in to any classrooms. And so we're hoping to do that as a phased-in approach to make sure that people are comfortable. Many people have asked about transportation. So once we have all of the information about who's returning, we have been able to increase the number of students that we are able to transport. So that information, once the surveys are complete for elementary, will be available for families next week. We are meeting almost daily with the health department and speaking to them about the logistics and how we can do the lunches and how we can do snack time and really make sure that all of our arrival and dismissal procedures are ready to go. So we'll continue to meet with them. And we are ordering additional supplies and materials. So as people let us know what some concerns are, we are investing in that to make sure that we are addressing those concerns. And one thing that will start tomorrow and conclude by next Wednesday, March 10th, is we're asking every teacher to stage their classroom to get ready for the reopening. So by next Wednesday, March 10th, all the classrooms will be set up and ready to go so that we can go in and visit them and make sure that all the kids can fit. And then on March 11th, which is next Thursday, we would be able to have cohort A would come in and see their classroom and be able to sit in their new seats. And then on Friday, cohort B would come in, and they would sit in their new seats, and so that they would all be ready for that transition, and it'll be a nice, smooth transition on Monday, March 15th. So we are taking a number of steps to get ready, and we feel as though we'll be ready to welcome our students back on Monday, March 15th. And once we do that safely, then we'll turn our attention to make sure that we get our middle and high school students in. So.
All right, thank you, Dr. Vidala. I'll turn it back to you, Mrs. Carpenter, to continue your report.
Yes, and I'd just like to follow up. Thank you, Dr. Vidala. That was excellent. And the negotiating team and the school committee, and we would like to extend some dates to the union because we would like to have the union's input on the reopening logistics for our March 15th date. We would like to offer for the rest of this week, so for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Monday, we are available at 6:30 a.m., 3 o'clock p.m., and 6:30 p.m. We do have some weekend times available, and we would like to meet with them again to continue those talks so that they can be part of that. And this board does plan on giving out our final plans on next Tuesday at our regular school committee meeting, and we'll have all of those final plans in place after you have done all the work that you just discussed. So that is an official invite for the union again.
Thank you. Our next meeting then is Tuesday, March 9th, a week from tonight. Regular meeting starts at 7:30 as it typically does. And thank you for your work, and thank you for being here. We'll continue to do the very best we can. We'll call that a meeting. Thank you, everyone.
Motion to adjourn.